Hello everybody, welcome to MJ Yaks Movies. Today I'll be acting the 1979 film Murder by Decree. This film is an adaptation of the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle character Sherlock Holmes. It's based on a previous Sherlock Holmes movie, A Study in Terror, and also a book about Jack the Ripper Files by Elwyn Jones. In this movie, in this adaptation, we see Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson being asked to investigate the Jack the Ripper murders. Along the way, they consult a psychic who in a normal Sherlock Holmes story would be found out to be a con man or a fake. In this one, he's real though, so, that's a little bit different. Along the way, they discover that ultimately the Jack the Ripper murders are the result of a Freemason-inspired plot designed to cover up the illegitimate child of the prince or king-in-waiting. And this one goes all the way to the top because it's the 1970s, so it includes the Prime Minister, the Home Secretary, and Scotland Yard in the cover-up. We're going to begin with this one. So overall, this one I thought was a TV movie. I had to check. Turns out it's not. So for the production value of this one, they didn't spend a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of production value in this. It looks quite cheap. Not comically so, but if you watch it on anything high def or big screen, you'll instantly recognize where the limitations were. This has a pretty good cast to it. So we got Christopher Plummer as Sherlock Holmes, who unfortunately is not British, where Sherlock Holmes is. So Christopher Plummer's accent is sometimes there. Mostly it's not, which is a shame because this is a quintessentially British character. We've got James Mason as one of the stuffiest Watsons I've ever come across. And also, depending on how much you care or do not care for stuffy Brits, you may or may not enjoy this performance. We got John Gielgud in there as the Prime Minister. Geneviève Bujold is the illegitimate mother of the child that's being sought after. We've got David Hemmings as a Scotland Yard investigator who's also a secret Freemason, secret radical. And then we've also got Donald Sutherland as the psychic in this one. I'll say that with this adaptation, with this movie, on top of the weirdness of the fact that the psychic apparently is real, this one's also overly padded, which is funny because of how limited the production must have been. This film should have maybe been, 75 minutes, something like that, 80 minutes. Instead, it's 2 hours, and the scenes feel like it. There's a lot of scenes that drag or have unnecessary character beats that go on and on. If this would have been tightened up, it would have been much better. Not a horrible adaptation, but strange and limited, and also very of its era insofar as the government being the source of all evil. So for this one, I would say this is not essential Sherlock Holmes viewing. For me, it's a nay between yay, nay, and in between. But if you love Christopher Plummer or Sherlock Holmes, maybe it's a yay for you. Or if you love stuffy Brit performances, in that case, it's a definite yay for you. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Cheers.